All right, we're ready to go. Let's put this in the middle so I have both of us, and I'm going to make it come back this way so it has both of us in there, and then we'll go ahead and get started. There. Do I have it? How about a little bit
Your
more?
head's cut off a little bit.
All right. And then I can maybe edit that. We'll have to see. There we go. Okay. All right. I'll just sit closer to you.
Okay.
All right. I'm here today with Chase Russell, third grade teacher at Dallas Park Elementary.
recording?
Yep. We're ready to go. He teaches third grade at Dallas Park Elementary. First, let me say thank you for working with me this year and being brave and allowing me to come into your classroom and be willing to work with an instructional coach. In order for me to serve you best and everybody else on campus, it helps to just get your thoughts on what you thought the process was about this year and just go through some of the questions that I have.
Okay.
All right, so the first question I have is what strategies or practices do you feel were helpful to collaborate on over this year?
Well, you sent me these questions, and I thought about this, and honestly, and I don't mean to be like all of them, but really and truly, it in different areas, it has been all of them. Randomizing has been something that I needed work on, and I've realized, and so being able to remember to pull the popsicle sticks or come up with a different system as far as the way the chairs are arranged to where I can randomize. That helped me. Framing the lesson, it's something that I've always had up there, and it's something that I've known to do, but there are times where I would, work past it and forget to say it. So it's helped me to remember to do that at the very beginning of the lesson. Also, and I'm going to talk about this one a little more in a second, but clear and precise directions has been one of the things that I haven't done so well on. I found that, and I guess I can talk about that more in a second. So those areas.
All right, very good. What do you think helped your students the most? So if we took some of those strategies, and some of them I had put down were clear and precise directions, framing the lesson, questioning data, like, we can kind of collect some of that data, frequent checks for understanding, structured conversations, and you had said randomizing and rotating. Can you pick two that you think helped your
I really
students the
think
most?
clear and precise directions has been the one that's helped the students the most, because before we started talking about being able to do that, I would give the kids too many directions, and I would say, okay, we're going to do this, this, and this, or a lot of times I would try to give them, I try and give them a breakdown of what the day is going to be like, but in that process, sometimes I've given them directions, and then I've noticed that they get confused, and then they don't know what to do, and then they're sitting there and they're like, well, wait a minute, So learning how to give shorter, clear, and precise directions has helped them a lot, and it's helped me a lot, because being able to do that, saying, when I say go, you'll have 30 seconds to do this, and cutting it off at that, and not saying, okay, you're going to do this for 30 seconds, then we're going to do this, and learning to train my mind to be able to do that, those shorter directions, has helped me tremendously, and helped them. Also, framing the lesson and being able to let them know what we're going to do that day without throwing in all the instructions has helped as well.
Okay, and I agree with you. The clear and precise directions, I feel too, is something that you have to practice. It doesn't just come naturally, and you think that you're giving them clear directions, and then you realize, wait a minute, when hands are up or someone's not doing something. And I noticed that as a practice myself as teacher, that was always something too that I was practicing and working on.
Well, I think you can definitely go back and look at the videos that start at the beginning of the year
'Cause
versus
we have
the
3.
videos towards the end of the year.
Right.
And you see a big difference in the classroom and the way the classroom works.
All right, and I think that'll come up next too, because we did do several taping sessions, and so we'll save that for when that comes up. Let's see, all right, so what are the top 2 ways? All right, so this is question number 3. What are the top 2 ways that I was able to provide you with support this year? And some of the, I just kind of threw out some ideas, the video reflection and feedback, modeling lessons, which I just did, come in and do. Student engagement would be like small group, looking at differentiation, the micro teaching strategies, which would include the precise directions and framing the lesson.
I think being able to see myself in video is really helpful. It's helpful to be able to say, okay, like one of the videos was very loud. Did not realize how loud I am. So it helps me to, realize I don't have to speak so loudly. Even the video you just did for me, where I didn't have a microphone, I still noticed I was a little bit loud. So, and I guess some of that, when you didn't have the microphone on me, it was a little better that way anyway, because some of the ones back here may not hear as well. But seeing it and seeing what I do through the student's eyes has been very helpful. It's very helpful to see that and to say, okay, I don't have to do it this way, or seeing some things that I might need to change through the video has been helpful. And then also just sitting and talking with you about different strategies has helped. Like when we talked about rearranging the room, or talking about the randomizing and things like that.
Wonderful, wonderful. And those are all strategies that everybody, practices and works on. All right, this is a question for you, and it's kind of a two-part question. What was your comfort level at the beginning of the year working with an instructional coach? Has that changed, and how do you feel now if that has changed?
Well, honestly, going in, since originally I was thinking I was doing the master teacher thing anyway, I was pretty comfortable with it, and it really hasn't changed. I've been comfortable with it throughout. I mean, I really haven't felt any kind of a nervousness or anything like that.
Great.
I've been fine with people in and out of my classroom all year, whoever it is, you, principal, teachers, whatever. It's fine.
Kind of that attitude, come on in.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not
And
trying
I see
to.
that.
I'm not in here trying to, keep the secrets to teaching or not do what I'm supposed to be. I feel like I'm pretty much doing what I'm supposed to be doing in here, and
All right.
so I just try and keep it open, I guess.
And I'm just thinking, so you're open to, working with a coach next year.
Sure.
I believe, from what I understand, is that this building will have a full-time coach. The district is looking at, instead of sharing me with 5 buildings, that I really think that that'll be helpful to the building to have a full-time coach. So knowing that you worked with somebody this year, sounds to me like you're open to working with somebody next year.
Sure.
All right, very good. Number 5, I had put down, we know that working together this year, we try to be collaborative, and it's a reflective process, and I think you had mentioned, just by watching those videos that we've taped, just the reflection that you've had on that. And you already answered this, but do you believe that the virtual coaching, the videotaping of your teaching was helpful, and has it helped improve your teaching?
Absolutely not. No, I do. I think it's been helpful. I think it's been very helpful. Like I said, it's been good to be able to see myself and see what they see. Because, when you're up at the front of the room, you miss a lot of it that goes on at the back of the room. You really do. And you think that the room is so small that you don't. But it's kind of funny, like the first video where one of the students was never in her seat. I never even realized it the whole time. I mean, because when I saw her walking by, I'd just hit her with a question. And then I'd see her walk by again, and I'd hit her with another question just to make sure she was engaged. And she was engaged the entire time. But she was never where she was supposed to be the entire time. So, yeah.
And you saw that in that first video. All right. So, do you see yourself working with an instructional coach next year? And we already answered that question, that you had said, yes, your building will have one.
Especially if we're going to do demo teaching, I'm sure I'm going to have an instructional coach. So,
Yes. All right. In what ways would you like to see your instructional coach provide you with support for next year, knowing that you'll have somebody? I mean, is there any other areas, thinking of the team, any other suggestions that you might have for how they can provide you with support?
I guess I can just say I'm open to whatever they want to do.
Okay.
I don't really have anything that I could say. I mean, I know the areas now that I feel like I need to work on more, which is like the clear and precise directions and things like that. But I will be working on those, but I'm open to whatever the instructional coach wants to do.
Great. Well, thank you again for the great year. I wish you continued success as a teacher and wherever your path takes you as an educator.
Okay.
All right. Thank
put
you.
yourself there.